Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So phase 2 has officially begun on the global server and I want to go through the day 1 sort of checklist and also like priority upgrading guide to help you progress more quickly. We're going to lead it off by talking about Phantimals. So I've purposefully done this to show you that in order to get to level 80, which unlocks the Spirit Mark skill of your Phantimal, getting that level 80, to be able to do this as quickly as possible, you will need to reset your Phantimals and level them all evenly up to level 50 and then take your one chosen one up to level 80. So for players who are not relying on a Celestial Hypogean team comp for AFK stages, you're going to be using Blightshroom and usually a wilder team comp for AFK stages, and that is why Blightshroom for those players is going to be the recommended Phantimal for AFK stages. However, if you're using a Celestial Hypogean team, like if you have Saida built, you will be using Celestial Hypogean Phantimal, and in that case, it will be better to get your level 80 effect on your Celestial Hypogean Phantimal. And really, level 80 is the key breakpoint, unlocking the Spirit Mark. I mean, the level 90 skill is going to be an upgrade and also some stats along the way. However, you can really get a lot done with level 80, and that is why, as you guys are seeing what I've done here, is I'm just planning to get like my 3 major factions, also revolving around PvP for Clash Fronts. I'm going to try to get them all to level 80. I'm going to be taking Lightbearer to level 80 next, because those are basically the teams I'm running for PvP, Celestial Hypogean, Wilder, and Lightbearer. However, that being said, if you're a really hardcore, cutting-edge AFK stage pusher, you should probably take everything to level 60 and take your Celestial Hypogean right up to level 90 when you're able to do so, because that is going to cap it out. And really, all of these later stages in Phantimal, they're predominantly going to be Celestial Hypogean stages. So this is for like the cutting-edge pushers, as you guys see here, is all Celestial Hypogean, even if Silven is being used, but even some stages not even using a Phantimal at all. Okay, so that is a Phantimal upgrading priority. Now let's go ahead and talk about equipment. Artifacts. Artifacts is also equally important. Now the 3 artifacts I've leveled up, as you guys can see here, which are Vanguard Spell and Breakthrough, both for the Dream Realm angle. They're both sometimes the best in slot artifacts for Dream Realm. And then I've also leveled up Sunlance, which is the best in slot artifact for AFK stages. So with these 3 artifacts, basically you cover all of your bases, the 2 Dream Realm artifacts, and then also the AFK stage artifact, and then you're basically done. So just maximum leveling these is going to be your major priority. If you have some leftover resources, then you can go for your PvP oriented ones. For example, I'll go for Wingguard Spell next because I'm using that in PvP most frequently, and then we can decide on the others. But yeah, it is really these big 3. And also, if you're a pay to win player, this is an artifact Wind Call Spell for the Lady Starfall and Dream On boss. We still have a week until we're going to have another rotation of that, but yeah, this is going to, you can preemptively also upgrade this one as well. But that is going to be the artifact as well as the Phantimal priority. Now let's go ahead and talk about some other things. Now, of course, leveling up is one of the key things when you go into a new phase. So using your instant AFK attempts, you can use all of them, even the paid ones if you want. In the early days, I'm probably going to use the paid ones a bit, but then I'm going to slowly stop using them and just be using the free ones. You're going to be at the AFK stage daily limit, even right when you log in, because it is 900. If you cleared the 900 previous AFK stages from phase 1, which almost any active player did, I'm not talking about Apex, I'm just talking about regular stages, then you're immediately going to be earning maximum rewards when you log in in the new phase. So that's why as soon as I logged in, I just used my instant AFK attempts, claim your daily quests. All of these are going to be giving you EXP. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some other things. Season quest, growth quest, this is really important to follow. You always want to be trying to complete the next target here, because this is going to give you a heavy amount of season essence. That is going to help you in upgrading. Also, season phases, you want to get your AFK stage completion and legend trial completion. For day 1, it's only like 950 AFK stage and 85 of the legend trial, but go ahead and keep clearing as far as you can in both of them, so that immediately on the upcoming days you're going to be able to gain some more of this essence, because yeah, this is a limiting factor for phase 2, season essence for leveling up. Your upgrades also naturally claiming from here, and that is basically your major sources of the season essence. Now there is one other major source which we didn't to talk about, which is your Stellar Ascent. So Stellar Ascent, I'll make a dedicated video on the teams to be running here, so stay tuned for that after this video. But you do try to clear as high into the Stellar Ascent as possible. Really, you just need to clear up to floor 10. That's where you're getting your season essence. After that, you can clear at a later time, later in the week. But yeah, the season essence, as you guys can see here, is a pretty good amount. So if you can pair up with a guildmate, with a friend, run solid teams, you're going to be able to clear up to floor 10 and get a bunch of bonus season essence, as you guys see here. So that is going to help you level up. And those are really the major avenues for increasing the power on your account. There's not much really more to talk about. Legend Trial, you can just push as far as you can. That's going to be giving you artifact upgrading materials, and also Phantimal, like basically breakpoint materials for like the level 70, level 80, and level 90. You can try to clear as high as you can on this, but don't stress it too much. Like just get as much resources as you need, and then over time throughout this phase, you'll be able to keep pushing there. And that is basically it. After you do all of your leveling, then go ahead and do your Dream Realm attacks for the day. We already talked about the top comps in the video before this. And that should be pretty much it, guys. So let me know if you have any other tips you would like to share for day 1 of phase 2 regarding Phantimals, artifacts. One final thing we can talk about is the equipment, because some people wonder, how do you use these equipment chests? So I'm going to show you very simply. The way I do it is, because my AFK stages revolve around Saida or Silphira as a pay-to-win player, they're the rogue as a damage dealer, but also you're going to be using a support like Valara Sleece. And this is going to be this, basically anyone in AFK stages is always using supports. So you upgrading your support attack granting equipment is always going to be value. As you guys see here, we're spacing out by levels of 20 because we're alternating between the attack equipment of support and the attack equipment of rogue. And this is basically the pay to win strategy if you're using Saida or if you're using Silphira in AFK stages, because then you just want to give as much attack to your carry and as much attack to your support like Valara, because Valara is going to increase basically the more attack Valara has, the bigger stat steal she's going to gain for your team and boost their stats. Same with Sleece. The more attack Sleece has, the greater attack she grants to your allies with their attack buff. And so that's why the strategy is you just go for your carry class with the attack equipment, and then you go for the support class, and then you just alternate back and forth. As you guys see, I'm at 720 on the rogue weapon, and then when we get our next piece, we're going to be upgrading this. Like, we'll be rotating every 60 levels basically, so we'll get 730 of this support 3, and then we'll get 740 of rogue 3, and hopefully you guys get the idea here. Now, if you are not using a pay to win and you're using like Silven for your AFK stage pushing in Wilders or something, then what you will do is, or if you're using them in light bears, I don't know, but what would you do? Then you would level up your marksman attack rather than rogue attack, right? So rogue can be substituted for whatever your major DPS class is. If it's Silven, it will be marksman, the major first three slots. Otherwise, if you're using like, I don't know, if you're using I think Pheromore in phase 2, probably not yet, but if you're using that, then even rogue is fine for Pheromore. It just kind of depends. If you're using Frieren, you would probably be using Frieren for the majority of players rather than Silven, and then you want to level up your mage. So just focus on the first 3 slots of mage, like interchange that with the rogue instead of rogue, and just be using Frieren, right? So basically, hopefully you guys get an idea of how you want to upgrade your equipment, but this is not as big of a deal. This is really only for cutting edge pushers trying to optimize it, but if you want to see that, you guys can just see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to keep cycling, this equipment between support and rogue. We're going to keep cycling it every 60 levels. Each one is going to get boosted. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Let me know if you have any other tips in the comment section. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video, which will be on Stellar Ascent. Good luck in this phase, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.